your girl Jackie Ina. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I'm gonna be showing you how to get this bronzed goddess makeup look that I wore last night. This video is not even really about the look. I just wanted to kind of sit down and chat. I haven't done a get ready with me style video in quite some time now. It's not typically my style because I have to really have a lot to chat about, and I haven't done that in a while, and I kind of wanted to do that today on this video. So without further ado, to learn how to get this bronze bombshell look, let's go ahead and get started. Two of my friends, this is totally off topic, but I just really want to show some love to two of my friends. One of them, Angel, aka Mac Daddy, and Jade, aka JD Wady 180. If you're not following on Instagram, they are amazingly talented. I'm constantly getting so much inspiration from them. Anyway, they just recently launched a collection with Pure Cosmetics, and I figured it would be a fun way to incorporate some of what they've created in today's look. Hopefully you guys caught the swatches that I put up on my Snapchat. This video is today's Friday, this video is going up on Saturday, so hopefully by the time this is uploaded, you've already caught my swatches on Snapchat, because I swatched and I gave all the tea. All the tea. So I'm gonna start off my makeup with my LC primer. This is a really good primer. It reminds me a lot of the one from Hourglass. This one launched a couple months ago. And then for my foundation, I'm gonna take my NARS, what is this called? Sheer Glow. Right now I'm using the color Dark Trinidad. This foundation is going to be all about glow, all about the skin, all about the complexion. Just kidding, guys. I actually went back to Beccaa because Trinidad is looking a little too cool for me. So disregard. I stopped using Beccaa in the summer because my face started to get a little tan, and it would like show. So anyway, I don't spend nearly as much time outdoors as I do now, so Beccaa it is. I'm gonna take my Sacha Buttercup powder and set the foundation nicely. So basically how I do this from getting too ashy is I put a bit of that powder on the lid, and then I basically do the Laura Mercier technique. So I swirl this around and around, and I scrunch it up, and as you can see, you may or may not be able to see that, but there's like the loose leftover powder. Then I tap off more of the excess, and then I press and roll that into my skin. And that for me really helps keep the shine down, and it also keeps the foundation from moving around. I'm gonna use the Creamy Radiant Concealer. I use the shade Amande. We celebrated the launch of Angel and Jade's collection last night, and girl, needless to say, I could use a little bit of coverage today. It's so hard. It's so hard when you create something and you're so excited about it. And you know, obviously, as our viewers and our supporters, you guys want to be, like, I want you guys to be involved in every step, but just to kind of piggyback on their launch, some of the upcoming things that I have, which I will be announcing very, very soon, sooner than you think. Yeah, it's just, the anticipation is, in my opinion, the best part of creating something. Okay. Next, I'm gonna take Auntie Beauty Blender. So the reason why I wanted to do this get ready with me is because I feel like I wanted to get an opportunity to get a little bit more personal with you guys, especially around the holiday season. A lot of people just go through it, you know, throughout the months of October, November, December. I always kind of want to just like, you know, just kind of talk to you guys and encourage you guys through this time period. For anyone who needs it. This doesn't even really directly reflect the holidays. This topic has nothing to do with the holidays, but I feel like when you're kind of like feeling some type of way because it's Christmas and Thanksgiving, because of the holidays, like everything is just magnified and heightened. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about something that I actually talked about on Twitter like recently. And I was very candid about this because I'm very passionate about mental health awareness and just self-care and making sure that you are really taking care of yourself. You are just as good on the outside as you are internally, right? Oh my God, I know I'm probably going to not say her name correctly, but there's another YouTuber, her name is Tayro Walker. Sorry girl, I love your videos, she's beautiful. Anyway, I was watching one of her Get Ready With Me videos, and she was basically talking about she feels like amongst all of her friends and like family and loved ones that she is a giver, and she feels like most of the time when it's time for it to be reciprocated, it's not. And I'm just sitting there listening, and she's like over like she's like over disclaiming, like, I know you guys probably not gonna understand. I know you guys probably, is it just me? Is it just me? I honestly was watching the video just thinking I was gonna sit down and just watch the video, not realizing like, yeah, girl, it's totally relatable. Naturally, I am a giver, and I tell this to people all the time. Please don't ask me what do I want for Christmas. Please don't ask me. I mean, I actually feel like it's okay for birthday gifts. It's weird for me to ask people for stuff. Like if I ask you for something, it's because it's like I've exhausted absolutely beyond all other resources, because I would just much rather be the person giving and helping someone than for it to be the other way around. I know that you probably think when people say that, oh, you're full of, no, like it's a real valid feeling. And so I am that person who just genuinely enjoys going above and beyond for people more than I do other, you know, it being the other way around. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that when I do stuff for people, I expect it to be reciprocated, but I started to kind of feel like when I would need something, or when it would come time for me to get even with advice, I'm that person that most people come to for sound, unbiased advice, because they know that I'll keep it real and I'll keep it raw and I'll keep it straight up. But then I felt like whenever I was going through something, or whenever I needed advice on things, I would come to people. And this is not all people that I know. This is not all of my friends, because, you know, everybody, some people are married, they have kids, people are busy, people have lives, and I get that. But I would feel like whenever it would come time for me to be like, yo, like, what do you think about XYZ? And I would just get these very generic, like, oh, that sucks that you're going through that type of responses. And so when you come to me, like, if you ask me for my opinion on something, I'm gonna break it down. Like, if I was in this situation, this is what I would do, you know. I'm going to give you, in my head, what I feel is godly advice, spiritual wisdom, and also experience based on wisdom, or advice based on my experience. And so I hate, like, when I pour my heart out about something and I get like a one-liner response. And so it kind of got to a point where, like, I felt like I couldn't talk about things to people, and I couldn't really depend on people because I was so used to them coming to me for stuff. And that gets really, if you are a giver, you know how emotionally and also financially draining that can be. 2016 was one of the best years, I would say, of my entire life, let alone adult life. But like, I learned a lot about myself. I wasn't going through anything traumatic. I didn't have any horrible breakups. There wasn't like money problems. There wasn't like man problems. There wasn't like family problems. I mean, normal family problems, but like nothing that like shook me or like took me out of, just put me behind in some way, you know. Everything in my life on paper is amazing, but I still feel some type of way about certain things. And like, why do I feel like I can't really confide in people? Why do I feel like I can't really come to people or depend on people? I decided I was going to seek counseling. I wanted to seek counseling not just because not being able to count and depend on people, but also because I felt like there were parts of my past that were definitely starting to, or could have potentially, if I wasn't careful, could have potentially spilled over into my future. Doing my brows, by the way, I'm gonna use MAC Stud and then Goof Proof Brow from Benefit. By the way, I use number 4. I started looking online for Christian counselors, and I really, really wanted to emphasize a counselor that is Christian because I wanted both spiritual godly wisdom, and I feel like the biggest benefit of counseling is because they don't know you, they don't judge, and they can give you the most sound, unbiased advice, and they listen. Obviously, that's the perk. It gets exhausting at 29. I don't want to call my mom for everything, you know? Like, she can only take so much. And at the same time, I don't like being the person that everybody comes to and puts their emotional everything on sometimes too. So that was even more what urged me to seek counseling, because yeah, it is important when you are feeling some type of way or when you're going through something to voice your concerns to people that you love, you should keep them looped in, like, look, this is what I'm going through, this is how I'm feeling right now, you know, show me the love and support. But at the same time, I feel like, but I'm still an adult, and there comes a point where like I can only vent to them so much, and I should only have to vent to them so much. I'm a big believer in don't wait until something traumatic happens. You don't have to necessarily wait. Well, the traumatic stuff in my life has already happened. It's already gone. Like, I've already been beneath the ground and back, okay, honey. So now that things are great in my life, I felt like, okay, this would be kind of good because I'm feeling like something's missing. What is it that's missing? Someone from my life, from my past, reached out to me for the first time in several years, almost a decade. I had got back in touch with that person right around the time I started seeing counseling. It basically emotionally prepared me for that because I was able to ask her questions like, you know, is it okay for me to want to talk to this person, to see this person? Not because I want to rekindle. I'll tell you who it is. It's my ex-husband. Not because I wanted to rekindle anything with him, but because, you know, maybe is it okay to want closure in some aspects or whatever? Literally, like, it happened within weeks, right around the time I started seeing her, and he reached out to me. Now, mind you, I have not seen or spoken to this person in 7 years, and so he reached out and blah 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 blah, and it was good. It wasn't really like, it was definitely not a reunion, a celebratory reunion. It needed to be done. And I know that people want me to talk about what happened and all that blah, blah, blah. You don't even know what happened. You just need to know that it's over, and it happened when it happened for a reason. And you know, that reason is I definitely had a lot to learn, and I can't say that I regret being married young and all that. And it's not like we both still, there's definitely nothing there. Okay, before I move on, I'm gonna take my pure eye polish from Angel's collection in the color Your Majesty. Like, he did not come to play with y'all at all. So anyway, I said all of that to say that the counseling definitely mentally and emotionally prepared myself for that reunion. And it also has given me some really good insight. And I that feeling of like, I don't have anyone to talk to is not like, it's definitely helped me a lot. And I started seeing her in the spring. So it's been just over about 6 months since I've been seeing counseling, and I don't see her as often as I used to. It started like it started with once a week, which was perfect because it was like, it gave me just enough to have stuff to actually talk about. But then that hour goes by quick because I can talk. But yeah, she's really amazing, really gives great sound advice. So I'm gonna take the Love Your Selfie palette, and I'm gonna take Composition, which is this color here, which I think is for the cheeks, but it makes a fabulous crease color. If someone comes to you and talks to you about and wants advice on something, now I'm not talking about the people who over abuse advice, okay? They call those assholes, where they come to you every 5 minutes, like, what do you think I should do? And then they turn around and do whatever the hell they want to do anyway. Those people get on my nerves because they love coming to me too. Don't ever take for granted the people that come to you and confide in you about certain things, because if they're coming to you, it means that they probably value your opinion, and I always try to be mindful of that. So I am taking Composition and I'm blending that into my crease. And then I'm gonna sweep Megapixel right on top of, right on top of that gold. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Cannot today. I'm adding a little bit of NYX glitter liner. It's kind of like on the center to make it a little more sparkly. I'm adding a bit of Colossal Big Shot from Maybelline to my lashes. I'm gonna kind of scale back with counseling because what went from once a week is now like once every 2 weeks, and then now because I travel so much, it's probably going to be like a once a month type situation, so that I can kind of recap, because now I'm like, I feel like I've unpacked everything, you know, like I've ran out of things to talk about. I told myself that I would commit to 6 months minimum, which I have done, and I'm very proud of myself for keeping that up. And for those of you guys that are insured, you can actually, insurance does cover counseling. So if that is a concern of yours, but you are insured or with Obama, I'm not sure how Obamacare works. Also, you have to realize that like your friends and your family mean well, but a lot of the times they can only give you advice that's limited to what they've experienced. And so they can help, but they can only help you so much, you know? They can only help you so much. You just have to really just be self-aware and make sure you're not ignoring things. If you start to have really negative thoughts, or if you find yourself being a little bit more antisocial than normal. In case you're wondering how the meeting with the ex went, it went great. I mean, I said what I had said a lot of what I needed to say. I said a lot. Because I never really got the opportunity to say to this person, you know, you can't control me anymore. I've become who I am because I was married. But, you know, it's like, it was literally like, can you imagine like looking one of your biggest fears, and not that I fear him, but like looking your fear in the eye and saying, you don't scare me anymore. Like, that's what that felt like. So anyway, I hope that that inspires someone who maybe is also going through divorce, going through a breakup, going through whatever you're going through. That could apply to so many different things. It really actually could. Oh, and for lashes, I'm using Naomi from Lena Lashes. Lena Lashes, stop playing with people. Do you see how I just feel some type of way whenever I put Naomi on. By the way, I'm going to be having a giveaway of the Love Your Selfie palette on my Instagram, and I will probably put that up the same day that I upload this video. So head on over to Instagram and find out all the details. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like that reunion with him was probably one of the most important days of my life, because in my relationships, I've always felt like, I mean, I always was like the lesser person, the beneath person. I was never the breadwinner, the person who they relied on or they needed. And so to be able to, for once, now mind you, this was months ago. This wasn't recent. This was towards the beginning of the year. But just to be able to tell that person, like, you know, you didn't stop me. You couldn't. I'm not sweating you no more, G. We made our amends, and that was that. A lot of people like to paint the story that, oh, well, you're probably, because, you know, I'm a sassy YouTuber. I'm a sassy person in general. A lot of people come on my videos and talk crap, like, that's why you're divorced. And it's like, you don't even, like, know what happened, so you're going off of what? Let me tell you something. When someone is checking for you, then that means you did something right. When someone's keeping tabs on you and reaching out about seeing you, and because I've never felt the need to make amends with someone who was truly toxic in my life. I have never, ever, because guess what? They were toxic. So it doesn't matter if we, you know, clear the air or made things right or made things wrong, or like, I don't feel the need to apologize to someone who was toxic to me. I've never felt that way. So of all of the negative things because I've had people say some disgusting things, and they still say disgusting things about things they literally don't even know what. Like some of y'all people who be writing them blogs, y'all need to be screenplay writers. I don't know where the hell you get these theories from, but y'all are good. I've heard some things about me that I was like, damn, that's actually, I'm like reading it like, damn, what did she do next? Yo, what did she do next? This story is getting good. By the way, I'm rubbing composition along my bottom lash line now. Ooh, golds and guadas, girl. I'm gonna take Format blush. This is my favorite blush to use for like really bronzy looks, just like this, because it doesn't take away from the overall look. It doesn't even really look like anything on the cheeks. It just looks like a bronzer. And then I'm going to use my Shea Moisture bronzer, one of my favorites, and bronze the perimeter of my face. Okay, next I'm gonna take my Topaz highlighter from Beccaa. Really pretty cream blush, which is a little melted right now because it's a little hot. And, with this look though, you definitely want to lean on something that's a little deeper. This is like a nice dark bronze. You guys know I love my forehead trick, but this is especially important for this look because this is gonna give you that all over bronze. You see how I'm moving my face? That all over bronze look. Putting it up here. Don't apply it in the center, okay? Literally keep like the two finger space. Boom, boom, bam. All right, you Gucci. Let's take Photogenic from the palettes and put Photogenic just on the inner corner. It's actually the most important part of the look because if you don't got that inner corner highlight, what you doing? What's the point? Woo! Girl, you can't tell me nothing when I'm wearing gold. So I'm gonna finish off the look with the lips and I'm gonna use, funny enough, I'm not trying to be shady, but all of these Charlotte Tilbury conspiracy sponsored videos I've been seeing online really just made me want to wear my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. So shout out to y'all. I'm gonna take Hepburn Honey, which is one of my favorite peachy nudes, and I actually need to replace because it's almost done. But first I'm gonna line my lips with BFF3 and then fill in with Hepburn Honey, a nice understated peachy nude. Yes, Jackie Aina, another stupid nude tutorial. I know, I'm sick of me too. I know. Then I'm gonna take one of Jade's lip colors. I'm gonna use the color Queen of Hearts. And this is a beautiful, it's almost kind of like reddish brown metallic. So pretty. And pop that on top. Oh my God, so pretty. The applicator is not picking up as much product as I would like. But, whoo, this gloss, oh my God. This gloss would be beautiful on its own, like a bomb 90s nude with a deep chestnut brown liner. What? Girl. Goodbye, show's over. Pack up. Okay, yesterday I used like half the bottle of this stuff because I love it that much. This is actually new from Maybelline. It's the Master Strobing Liquid. When I tell you, you have to work quickly with it though. Once it sets, it's not moving, okay? what I don't like about most body bronzers is they're not transfer proof. And then when you put it on your legs and then you go to the little girl's room, it's all over the toilet. It's not cute. And then you have to like re-rub it in so it doesn't look streaky in the back of your legs. I literally was like shocked. I sat on my, okay, really candid, I know. I'm just giving you guys the tea so you know how good this stuff is. But it is completely transfer proof. And I love that because this stuff is already halfway gone because I've already used it so much. So anyway, to get that beautiful chest glow, I am rubbing that in. And again, working very quickly with it because once it sets, it's not moving and you don't want streak marks. You can also really emphasize it by putting it like on your shoulder. This stuff, oh my God. Even seeing it on camera now. Hi, nice to meet you. The mere thought of me like wasting this for a video does kind of make me feel some type of way, girl. But you know what? I really wanted to give you guys a tea on it because it's really pretty. And then to add just a little bit of touch of shimmer, just a touch, I'm gonna add my Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Did I do it, girl, or did I do it, girl? I think I did it. If you'd like to see some of my last videos, check out this one. I did a review on the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Eyeshadow Palette, so I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and also demoing that palette. Here is a vlog from a trip to New York City I recently took. I rarely ever vlog, so you'll definitely have to check it out, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did making it, and hopefully I will also see you guys on my next video. Bye!